everybody, what's going on today on this beautiful Friday morning in western North Carolina? I'm on my way to Swannanoa, North Carolina to meet up with a online YouTuber, Tramp Scotty. Check out his YouTube page. He rides all over the country. He makes a lot of great videos of his riding and stuff. And I started following him a while back and actually made contact with him and got in contact with him when he got close to Asheville, North Carolina. And today I'm getting a chance to meet him. And I consider this man a great man. He had a great idea. Got on his bike and just started traveling around the country. And I think that's outstanding. And I'm getting the opportunity to meet him in person today. I had a couple guys going with me, but some things came up, so they couldn't go. So I'll be riding by myself today, which is okay too. So let's get on the road. All right, we're down here in Swannanoa, North Carolina.
Did you work on that one?
I haven't touched that one.
At Mountain Motor Works, or Cycle Works, right? Mountain Cycle Works.
Yeah.
The Tramp Scotty is working on this engine here.
I am. I'm pretending I'm a mechanic, and it's a stretch. I can't even get these rings to go in here right. Jesus.
Have you gapped them yet?
I did these ones. These are oil wings. I can't get them to want to go in the slot.
We got Mike over here, half owner of the shop here.
I don't build engines.
He's gonna be doing this for the rest of his life.
Need some work done to your bike, just come on over to Swannanoa. It's off of, what is it, 70? What is this?
Yeah, this is US
70. Out of Swannanoa. Swannanoa. Scotty's also got an engine for sale here, back here, that he put together.
Here, point that thing at me.
Pointed at you.
That's a 100-inch Ultima engine. It's supposed to be detuned, 9-to-1 compression ratio, smaller cam for easier use, which I liked it. But it blew a head gasket, and it had one bad cylinder. They sent me a new cylinder for it, and I put it on. Make me an offer. I'm a motivated seller.
There you go. If you need an engine.
Phone number's on there, right?
Phone number's right here.
Yeah, don't be afraid to make me an offer.
We got that phone number. So if you need one, it's here.
Close. Try the big one. What do you say, Cody? This one?
Yeah.
That's right? Close enough, okay. Say to pour some oil on this on the rings. Problem I have, when you're not a real mechanic, you're not sure, like I'm a journeyman roofer, like I know exactly what's important and what's not when I'm doing that job. When you're not a real, you might pay attention to details that don't need attention to, because you don't know what the ones are that really need the attention, right? And it happens with this too. That's going to be turned straight over this way. Forwards is this way. Front is that. Cam side is this. That's going to be cam side there.
This thing doesn't miss a beat. I've heard it on the phone. I mean, I've talked to Bob. He's taking videos of this thing running bad.
That guy.
It's loud as fuck.
Think it could be fuel? He's good.
It's been happening from Florida to Arkansas. So what I'm going to do is call him and tell him to come here and ride it around until it's puffed up. Yeah. And then bring it back. FXR guy came out. Yeah, what he said. Put a set of vegetable storage on. Alright. We have them? Probably not. 19 front, 130 rear. Yeah. That's going to take a fucking beat, isn't it? Did he fire it up? Yeah. Was he
Man, you
stoked?
shouldn't be getting this. This is stuff I don't know what I'm doing.
Oh, you don't want that?
I don't care.
I'll set it up here for a minute.
I don't know about pizza, man.
Oh yeah, my father's pizza.
I got eggplant parmesan.
Black man.
I'm gonna get that. I've not had that in a long time. I got lasagna.
Lasagna. Yeah, lasagna sounds
What
good.
I think they got steaks. Spinach lasagna. Spinach lasagna.
Get whatever you want, man. Whatever you want, brother.
Over here's where all that is. That's sandwich.
You know what you get?
Yeah, I'm gonna get eggplant parmesan. I ain't had it in a long time.
Yeah.
I hope it comes with a salad or something. They got a wide angle lens on it.
Yeah, it should pick up. I mean, it should pick up, I don't know.
Is that an 8?
Yeah, nah, that's a 7.
It's black, right?
It's a 7 black.
I got
yeah,
a
it's
7 silver,
Yeah.
but it doesn't have the super stapler.
Yeah, this does. It's
Right,
built in.
right.
Yep.
That's what I would use.
Yep.
Maybe it's hard to have the phone.
Right.
I bring it to take video, but I don't usually carry it because it's, I get distracted by it too much. And then people call right now, right?
And then when somebody calls you, it cuts off, right? Or doesn't cut it out. Or
That's true too, yeah. Unless you return it on. No, it does. You can answer it and it'll stop.
The only thing bad about that I don't like, which I got from my 3 that I also have in my bag. I got my 3 plus, and I bought extra batteries for it because my charger tore up on the side. I can't plug in anymore and charge it. So now I have a charger with 3 batteries. I just switched the battery out.
You mean the charger in your bike?
Huh?
The charger in your bike screwed up?
No, charger on the GoPro on the side plug. It's a little plug that charges and you can download everything from there. How you doing today?
I want to glass of water and a cup of coffee. Got coffee?
Do you need cream or sugar?
No, black's fine.
I need some Diet Coke. You got like zero?
Just diet.
Just that? Okay, that's cool.
So you guys are back to work.
Yeah, but there's 12 baby on the
Yeah, they need to quit that mess.
I have not. To work. I'll be right back and then she's right here.
But,
So you're gonna end up liking the goulash, because I think, oh yeah,
I need to get extra batteries for that because it'll record about an hour and 15 minutes solid, and then it's done. And I got like a 4-hour card in there, so I mean, I have to keep charging it up. So I need to get a couple extra batteries for it.
how much are those?
Let's see. I think I paid like $20-something for 3 GoPro 3.
Oh well.
I don't know. It's not much. It comes with a little charge. You put all 3 of them just in there. And then what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to get a plug-in that plugs in the side here. That'll also plug in my bike cigarette. See, I don't have a cigarette charge thing yet. If I do that, that'll constantly run without running out. It won't be bad.
Alright.
So it'll work. But, oh, I lost my little thing. Fell off there. Where'd it go?
The wind, that's a wind. It's supposed to
Yeah.
help with the wind, but
Yeah.
I don't know how much it actually works.
There it is.
You know what I do with mine is I take it off when I'm trying to catch conversation.
All right.
Like sometimes, there's been a few times I'll go hang the thing in a tree and me and a guy are sitting at camp, we're a ways away, so I zoom us closer. But the mic's got a 50-foot cord and I set it between us. I take that off, it seems to pick us up better.
Well, I'm getting ready to purchase what's called Rode. It's a wireless mic, and it's supposed to be the best, one of the best ones. It's about $259.
I look for wireless mics, so they don't have them out, so that must be new.
Yeah, it's called Rode, I think, R-O-D, and it has a little thing that plugs in here. It's a transmitter, I guess, or whatever. Then you hook the little piece on you, and you can go wherever.
Yeah, I tried to get one of those. That was a year or so ago.
Excellent.
I guess they didn't have them yet. And then it's expensive. You're talking a lot of money. The price goes
It's
down
about
on that.
$259,
Yeah,
I think. I
price
think it's
goes down.
$259. But I want to get into more serious video stuff. So
What kind of stuff would you like to do?
Well, I used to do like music video stuff and stuff like that, but now I'm doing a lot more bike stuff, rally stuff. You know, just trying to make little short things. Like I really want to get good enough to do a little documentary. I mean, I want to do a documentary on the rallies I go to, the people I meet, and stuff. I mean, but
Now, I wrote that stuff for magazines for a long time, remember?
yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I swear I can't see nothing anymore, man.
I'm with you.
it's
How old are
terrible.
you?
51. 51 and 40 years old. My eyes just started going.
42
man.
for me. 42.
And I was like,
It's pretty normal. Thank God that they invented glasses, you know what I mean? Or we'd be
Yeah.
screwed.
Yeah.
I like the vibe of this town. I think I've come up here
Yeah.
more than Asheville.
It's just in 2 little boxes, but it's like $219, $2 something like that. But one plugs into your GoPro and then one hooks on you, and you got microphone anywhere, wireless. And they're built for GoPro, the Rode.
That's new. I bet you the price is going to come down on it. Because wireless they didn't have, and that's what I questioned when I went to get it. It's how can they don't make a wireless one? They couldn't get one with decent sound.
Yeah.
I figured
That's supposed to be a real good sound quality.
It's a new thing, though, man. That's what I'm telling you.
So, you see them new things they got for helmets now, man? It just came out that you don't have to put it inside anymore. It does something. You put it on top, and it plays music so that you can hear it, but it echoes through it goes down through the helmet somehow. Thank you very much. And this is going to be $1 bill.
Okay. I'm going to drop these off and I'll be right back.
Thanks for dinner, man.
Hey, no problem, man.
Remember me? I don't want nothing extra.
Look, I appreciate you taking the opportunity to meet with me, man. Just hang
anytime.
out, dude. I was like I said, I've been following you for a while, a couple years probably, and just watching your videos. And then one day I just got in my head, I said, I wonder if you'll answer back if I post something on this thing. And then I sent you an email, I think. I found your email.
I don't see the emails that much. The best way is the telephone, still.
Right, but I didn't get your number till later. I mean,
Did I send it?
Yeah.
You might just call me, it's easier. I've been able to answer every inquiry and stuff like that for a long time. YouTube's like a big deal. So now with it hitting up, I'm not able to anymore. I'm like, for my friends, I'm like, hit me on the phone, or if I want to talk to them, like, hit the phone. I got 3 emails, and it's just there's Messenger, and there's just too many messages. There's just too many. I can't do them anymore. I just can't.
Yeah, you got so many fans now going on, man. It's
Yeah, but I
crazy.
want to talk to everybody. Originally, I started doing this for couple reasons. First stuff I wrote, I didn't know I was going to get paid. And I originally did it because I was a young man and I was excited. I'm getting to do all these things. The things that I used to hope to dream that maybe someday I'd get to do for a couple weeks if I saved and everything. We do them all the time.
Right.
We're doing them all the time. So I was excited. I wanted to share the stories. And the other thing was I wanted to inspire people to do things they wanted. Because this stuff's out of the norm, out of the loop.
Right.
Like whatever they want. You know, sometimes you think I have something I'd like to do, but you're like, nah, it's too crazy. You know, everybody else ain't doing that.
Right.
And if nothing else, entertain them. And I also had another motive too, was I wanted to be able to make friends easier. We didn't have cell phones when I started.
Right.
Yeah. I want eggplant parmesan. Is it any good? What do you really like here?
My favorite's the pizza.
Yeah, I like pizza.
But if you're not in the mood for pizza, that's a pretty good choice.
Does it come with a salad or something?
It comes with garlic.
You give me a side salad?
Yeah, you can add a side salad. Do you want just like a garden salad?
It's good enough.
Kind of.
Blue cheese, please.
And for you?
Meatball sub. You got fries?
We don't. We just have chips.
Chips? That's fine.
See, I do a lot of Subway, man. I'm like,
Yeah.
oh, there's other stuff besides sandwiches on here,
I
man.
know.
Get that out of your way.
That's all good. I'm on a diet, man. I eat kind of like.
So that's the reasons I originally did it. And I sent stuff. Some guys would tell me, you tell a pretty good story, you should write that down. I write down, and I was inspired by Marla Garber. I wrote down a couple things. I sent it to her magazine after she died, which is a smaller magazine.
Right.
I didn't know that it had been bought out by Easy Rider. Next thing you know, I'm talking to them. I sent them this stuff.
Well, Easy Rider's out of business now, right?
Yeah, maybe they're doing it online, but they weren't. I mean, in those days, people made careers out of magazines before the internet killed them.
Right.
So they weren't hep on the idea, but they had this one new associate editor, and just to make the long story short, he loved the material, and he pulled crazy strings to get it printed. He couldn't say print this guy, but he was able to fluff the pillow, as he called it. But I didn't know they were going to pay me. Stan, he'd call me up. He'd say, I got your thing paginated, which means it's been given an issue number, which means he can pay me.
Right.
Where do you want me to send the check and get me another one? I was like, really? You're going to pay me? You know? That's the only reason I can. And then I didn't do stuff regular for him because I was too busy out having fun chasing women. And back then you had to do it all with film. It was a lot harder, a lot more work. It's kind of accidental. Then after a while I decided I better learn how to type. Like I'm writing this stuff by hand. I mean, I can't even read it. I'm having to read it to somebody while they type it. I thought, okay.
Well,
So, I had a girlfriend with an 8th grade. She used to be a teacher. She had an 8th grade teaching program on her computer. That's how I learned to type. I'm like, I'm gonna have to learn to type, man.
but that's good, man. You got a lot of experience, a lot of things you've done. I mean, I've been to 49 out of 50 states. I haven't been to Hawaii, and that was driving a truck. But I never got to stop and really see anything or enjoy anything, you know. So that's why you kind of inspire me to say, man, I just want to get on the bike and ride. I I mean, like you said earlier, even if it's for a month
Yeah.
or whatever, man, just get out and just take my time. I ain't had no time limit. Just say, this is where we're going, what we're doing, or we don't even know where we're going. We're just gonna go.
Yeah,
You
it's
know?
good to have a destination, but sometimes I haven't.
Yeah.
I always think it's good to have a
Kind of like in Wild Hogs
An
when they say
excuse
throw
to
the
go there.
watch away, right? Throw the watch away.
I thought I was going to hate that movie, and I thought
It's
it was a
funny.
great movie. It was fun.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll watch that. I think I got it on Netflix. Yeah, I think I saw it come up there. I got Netflix on my phone. Somebody put me on their Netflix.
Really?
Yeah.
That's good, man.
Somebody who's got it, you know, it's like no big deal. You put somebody else on. I don't know how it works.
Yeah, I think they only get like 3 devices or something, or they can put on 3 devices or whatever. And then some people put it on their TV, their phone, their computer.
There was somebody that I did a lot of stuff for, actually. And she was just like, not a lover, she was just like, put this on there. She had a lot of stuff going on. I spent a lot of time with her. Yeah, you know, I used to just take a week or 2 off, a week, 10 days, just ride over to Arizona from California. Go to the mountains, find an event, camp out, a little rally. And then afterwards I'd stay a while. Go to a hot springs. Go right around the state some. I know Arizona pretty good, at least I used to, because I'd be doing that all the time.
Right. This is a nice little place here, though. Really,
Yeah,
it's a
this is
nice,
all right.
it's a nice little
Paranoid
patio.
people, man, they're dragging us down.
Oh yeah. Well, we are in Buncombe County. Buncombe County kept things a little stronger, closed up than anybody, because they're so big. I mean, there's 500,000 people in this county. It's 500,000 people in this county.
The restaurant we were just at, there was some of them old people in the front wearing the mask. I said, I was feeling rude, I guess, because I said, still buying the lie, huh? Woman says it's not a lie. I'm like, I've been in New Orleans, it's a lie. There's sick people, yes, but it ain't this. We've had pandemics. We had them
way
throughout
worse.
last century. We've always had them. I've lived through 2 or 3 of them in my lifetime. The last one was in 2013, SARS. Nobody ever told anybody they had to shut down or do anything.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was
Right.
like, this. You use your own discretion what you want to do. This has an agenda. That's obvious. There's an agenda, and most all of us have felt the train coming. You know what I mean? You can feel it. We've been feeling it for years now. There's something coming. I've seen it in the people I know. It's like this underlying current that there's a train coming to hit us. I didn't used to have that in the 80s and the 90s. You know,
Right.
I didn't used to have that feeling. So I think this is the cow mover
I'm getting that.
on the train, you know.
Yeah, I'm in the triple train wreck with what's going on with law enforcement and everything else. I mean, I'm kind of dealing with that. I gotta work. We're an essential worker, so the coronavirus ain't stop us from ever going to work. I've been going to work ever since it started, you know. But and now this other stuff comes up.
Let me go get my other camera. I might run it for a little bit. I should get some of this, man.
All right.
Well, I'm really tired. I'm gonna. Not until it's too late. That's what Brian was telling me. So they ended up like the guys who ended up in the gulags. When Stalin came to power, they didn't act soon enough, and they ended up in gulags, which were death camps. They just worked here every day until you got to death. He said they would sit around the fire. They'd have a fire at night and talk about how we could have done something, but it's too late now.
Everything good so far?
Yeah, it's all
Great,
good.
thank you.
Well, maybe I'm all wrong.
Where did y'all go to?
Well,
Maybe it'll all go back to normal.
I think what we're going to see is we're going to have certain people that aren't speaking up right now that are going to finally get to a point where they're just going to say, we're tired of this. You know. But I'm like you, I think they might wait too long. You know.
But we take everybody doing it. We got nobody we can count on anymore except ourselves. Our government ain't good for nothing. Whoever's pulling this off is bigger than them because it's worldwide. There's plenty of people with more power than our government.
Right.
You know, they're not plenty, but they're there. They're out there.
Well, it's like that
There's a
video.
handful.
It's like that video you posted the other day with the first George Bush posted about the New World Order. You know, when they played that little video about the developing the New World Order for world government.
Well, that was Brenton put that one
Yeah.
together. That one made me nervous. He asked me if I do that one for him. I'm like, I don't really want to. I can put it on my channel.
Yeah, I think.
But he asked me, what's your take on it? And I'm like, this is what I've seen. I go with what I've seen. This is what I've seen happen.
Well,
This is what I think, and I want to be wrong. If you got another opinion, I tell you, man, people are telling me all the time, you got to get on the right or the left, Democrat, Republican, what's the other one? Liberal, conservative. I got to take sides against you. I'm like, I'm not taking sides against you. There's ideas on all those sides that I like and dislike.
right.
And you know what? If you got an opposite opinion from me, that's what they call free speech. I got friends with completely opposite political opinions from me, and we're friends.
Yeah.
That's what they're supposed to have the right to do that. I'm not getting against you. It's like this divide and conquer thing. I'm like, no, our problem's them.
Yeah.
Let's hang together, man. No, you got to get on the side. I'm like, who came up with these sides? When did this start? I'm not doing it. I don't even know what the left and the right is. So that's just how I see it. I've got friends that are, you know, maybe they know more about it than me.
Well,
But I just don't
To
want
be
to take
honest-
sides against my fellow countrymen. If I can avoid that, I don't want to do that.
to be honest with you, I think there's a lot of people that don't have a clue what's going on. I mean,
I feel like one of them.
I mean, do we really know what's the truth?
Yeah, no, we don't. It's confusing. That's why I'm like, I'm hoping I'm wrong. This is great, man.
It is.
It is, it really is. This was a good call. We were trying to go to the hippie place next door, remember? You took us in the wrong door.
That's all right. It ended up well.
It was a good accident. What are you thinking? You want to take more trips? Or you just want to
I do.
ride more?
Yeah, definitely, man. And I want to enjoy it. I don't have to like, oh, I'm going to ride 80 mile an hour straight here and visit for a couple days and drive 80 miles straight back. You know, I want to stop
Have some
along
time.
the way, see some stuff, and just enjoy life, man.
Yeah. Yeah, take the time for it. Yeah.
Here we
Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Thank you. I appreciate it.
I get guys that are doing that, invite me along sometimes. I'm like, nah. Or I tell them if we go, I may split off and I'll just see you guys there or whatever.
Well, I see too many of my friends dying young, and I'm like, man, I want to get out and do something before something bad ever happens, you know? I just want to enjoy things, and I guess do things that make me happy. I don't know.
You get anywhere near retirement?
I probably got 10 more years or so. But I've seen guys retire 2 weeks later be dead, man. I'm like, you know?
Yeah, your job too. I own that roofing business, so I would just lie to my customers. I'd tell them I was hooked up. I kept it mostly a one-man show. In that business, I was in it for a long time. You make the most money if you stay small or get humongous. The in-between guy. Everybody's got their hand in his pocket. He's not making money. I've seen it in my bosses. People would ask him, why don't you expand, Scott? Get a crew going, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I'm watching my bosses. One I worked for 5 years, 4 years. Hell, he had a fleet of trucks, he had an office, he had secretaries, he had a secretary or two. When you went into his house, it was on the property out back. When he put the addition on, he couldn't afford to finish the carpet yet. You know, it'd been that way a long time. But his brother, and he's working weekends, Ronnie. He's working weekends, trying to catch up. His brother was always off riding ATVs out with his family, both roofing contractors. His brother told me, he said, the more legal you get, the less money you make. He said, you keep it small.
Right.
There were a couple examples of me, yeah. He didn't work weekend. Ronnie did. Anyway. Been forming any kind of a plan?
Not really.
Nah.
I mean, right now we're short on help at work, so don't really have a lot of time off, you know.
How come you're short?
Well, we're on a hiring freeze because of this COVID virus thing. And we have a guy that's retiring July 31st, and then we have another guy we lost. Went to another department. And it's just, they ain't hiring anybody.
Does anybody want the job anymore?
Probably not. I mean, nationwide, they're having a shortage on people wanting to sign up, you know, join.
So I'm thinking, if they get rid of you, maybe they can just bring in the military. There's another suspicion, you know. Like,
Yeah.
is that what they want to do? Bring in the military?
I don't know what's going on. All I know is
I know, me either. I'm guessing. I'm wondering, you know. Like,
this
hey,
whole world's crazy, man. It could all be about motorcycle ride with you, all right?
well,
Tell everybody get a bike, go ride.
yeah, calm everything down. Unless they got crotch rockets.
Yeah. Then they'd be trying to kill somebody. We had one the other day got hurt. He tried to pass a car on a double line. That car was making a left-hand turn, man. He plowed right into it. High rate of speed. They say he'll probably never walk again.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, this old lady.
About a year and a half. I'm sure she'll like hearing that on her thing. How long you had this old lady?
I don't know.
She doesn't like the car, though.
Oh, she don't like that?
Nah. Nah, that probably wouldn't go well.
Motorcycle guy term. Used to be really common.
We know that. She just don't. I'll edit that
I
part.
think it's supposed to be OL, not old. I
I'll,
think it was old lady.
I'll edit that part out. Oh, man.
What are you using to edit with?
I use Movavi movie software.
Sounds fancy.
I had trouble with it for a while, but then see, I used to use Windows Movie Maker,
Right.
but then they did away with it.
No, that's what I'm using. It's
Well,
free.
they don't.
It just
They
doesn't
don't
do all the great stuff, I guess.
you can't load it anymore and stuff. I mean, if you took it off your phone or whatever you do it on your computer, and you took it off, you couldn't get it loaded back because they no longer do
Since
movie.
when?
It's been a while because I
I
tried
just
to
put
get
it on there when I got out of
Really?
Mexico. Put it on myself. I went on the internet and searched it and downloaded it.
because I just tried to get it on my new computer and it wouldn't go, and I had to go.
That would be really recent.
So I ordered Movavi. It's a paid thing, you know, but it works real well. You can even do like if you want to do hyper what is that called, hyper, where you make things go real fast.
Yeah.
You
Movie
can-
Maker's limited.
Yeah, you can do that on the software, so you can put it in there whether you want to make slow motion, you can do whatever, and you can just edit it right into the thing. It's real easy. Just slide the thing faster or slower. I mean, it's, you know, so if you click on a section here and click on a section here, and then you just put this, you put the slow thing down, and from here to here it'll be slow motion, and it'll speed right back up normal, you know. So it's very,
Yeah, go ahead, please.
it's very easy to operate.
I know they got a lot better programs. I'm using Movie Maker too.
Get this out of your way.
Thank you.
When I got out of Mexico, I got this new computer. I put Movie Maker on
Really?
it. Found it on the internet.
You know the bad thing now, I bought my girlfriend a computer for her birthday because she didn't have a laptop. She wanted a new laptop.
Right?
It doesn't have nothing on it but Internet or Edge now, the new Internet Explorer, Microsoft Edge. That's all it has. Doesn't have any other program listed. It just had 2. They
gotta
want you.
buy 'em all.
They want you to buy everything now, and then you get a year license, and then they want you to license everything every year.
That
It's
Bill
crazy.
Gates, man. That guy.
I know it,
He's the devil.
but there's very few programs you can buy right now that are lifetime. Like you pay for it one time and you got it. There's very few of them out there now. I mean, I remember when you buy a computer and everything come on it. You know, it's already loaded up. You had Microsoft Word, you had Excel, and all that. Now you got to buy all that separate. You know, yearly licenses.
I got Word. And you know what? I went a long time just using Open Office. It ain't that bad.
Yeah, I had Open Office.
Free.
Yep.
And if Rich wasn't paying for Word on this computer, I'd have Open Office. But he pays, and he can do like 5 computers, and he's got an old lady and a daughter.
Right.
He's got extra. He just puts me on it. He's paying it anyway.
Yeah.
If they shut it off, I'll put Open Office on there if I want to write anything. Man, just want to keep it simple and easy. Simple and easy.
I'm gonna
As
have
possible.
to bring Bonnie up here. This place is pretty nice. Just a nice atmosphere, I think. You know?
Yeah, I like the feel of the town. I haven't spent any time here, so we're usually going into Asheville, but Asheville's all closed up.
Yeah.
Asheville's become more of a circus than a small town. It's entertaining, you know.
Yeah.
But
Well, you got so many variety of people moving here or moving there.
that's true.
I mean, everybody.
It's more city-like.
Yeah.
This is more like a little town. I mean, because it is a little town.
Yeah.
I'm glad I ordered that stuff. That was good. That was a couple lights left.
If you had more time, man, I'll cook some steaks on the grill for you.
Maybe I will.
Sit on our back deck, cook a steak, man.
I knew I'd be here longer than I expected. I was hoping to just knock this thing out. I was putting a top end on. My bike, I didn't put the crank in. I stripped the engine completely down, oil pump, everything. 2 bolts, loosened all the bolts holding the braces together. Took me with no pistons, nothing on it. Gave it to a shop. He swapped the crank into my new cases for me because the cases were bad. Gave it back to me. I got it back that afternoon. I had it running the next day. It was an Eva.
Yeah.
And this thing, oh man, you see these guys fighting with it?
Oh, yeah. And they work on stuff every day. Yeah, I think them rings were wrong though. I think you're right. Them rings aren't right for that.
They're sending me the same ones again.
Yeah.
Yeah,
They just didn't seem like they fit. Right.
yeah. Although they put in the cylinders, they didn't have any spring. They're supposed to spring out, you know?
Made
Against the
cheap
cylinder.
metal, man. The metal's probably
Made in
coming from
Japan. It said
China.
made in Japan on there. But they weren't. They were just like sitting there.
Nah, I'm good. Thank you.
Any room
We-
for dessert today?
I'm good.
Oh,
You don't want nothing?
Why, you want anything?
No, I'm not, but I just want. You want
I'll
something,
think
man?
about it. You got milkshakes?
no, we just have cakes.
No, that's all right. I'm okay. Yeah, I'm full, man. That was plenty.
You can bring the check if you.
My winter was mostly in shorts. How was yours?
Your what?
Winter.
My winter was.
Yes, sir, whenever you're ready.
Thank you. Do you take that or we?
I'll take it.
Okay. Winter is kind of. This year was weird. It was a lot warmer. Wasn't hardly no snow.
A lot of rain, wasn't there?
Yeah. It's just. I like snow. In the wintertime, I like snow. But hell, you can ride half the time in the winter this year.
Really.
It's that
I
global,
heard it was
it's that
like-
global warming, man. That global warming.
I'll tell you this much. I used to carry a lot more clothes because I had to.
Right?
So I don't know about the global warming, but I do know that. I used to carry 2 pairs of long thermal underwear. I wore one over the top of the other, and I had to do that.
I was being
I had to wear 'em.
sarcastic about the global
I know, but I'm just saying, and I got rid of them, and I used to keep heavy boots too for the same reason. I don't want to have to keep them anymore. Maybe there is something to it. On the other hand, Mother Nature's been screwing with men's minds forever with the weather.
Yeah?
Oh yeah, sure. What do you think they do? Rain dances and sacrifice virgins. I mean, you know, right?
Yeah.
It's been going on forever. She just does what she wants. Doesn't care what we think.
That's right. Absolutely right.
She could care less.
You know, the thing that gets me is, you look at all these people talking about global warming and stuff, but you can go back in hundreds of years and look and see certain time periods when the weather was just like it is now. It's just circling around in a cycle.
Could be, yeah.
You know?
For all I know, yeah.
I mean,
I don't proclaim to have a clue. I do know that I wear less clothes. I carry less, which is convenient.
well, 700 miles south of Mexico, it's probably pretty warm.
Yeah, that's true.
So,
It's, where I was, it's never cold.
yeah.
But I ain't always down there.
Yeah, but you did say in one of your videos that you go north in the summer and south in the winter. So
But everywhere in the U.S. is cold in the winter, except for southern Florida.
Well, that's pretty far down. Southern
It's the only
Florida.
place. Every place else gets really, really cold.
Yeah.
I mean, it's different if you're on a motorcycle and living outside. You're not
Oh,
getting
yeah,
any
yeah.
refuge from it. It's not like you're going from your house to your car with a heater, so it gets through your bones more, right? Because you're out in it all the time.
Right.
It does me.
Yep.
But I got friends handle the cold a lot better than me, so.
Thank you. I'll be right back with this. Is there anything else for help?
That old skin. Getting that old man skin.
We're just out of lids right now.
Stand out in that sun.
I know what happens sooner or later.
Uh,
Ain't much you can do,
Or we have like
except die.
that would work.
everybody's gonna do that one day.
Getting around it.
There ain't gonna be nothing you can do about it.
I'll start coming up here more and going in. Because once I get off, I'll be working down there like I worked there. You see that?
Yeah.
It's like I got a job now there.
What you working on your stuff?
I'm spending the next few days till my parts get here working on
So heck, you're probably gonna be stuck here, what, a week or two?
oh, I'm sure. I've got a few things I want to do to mine. I want to put new lifters in it. New lifter wheels. The wheels go bad. Jody ain't never had them last 100,000 miles. He's got an Evo engine. Well, Mike tells me the twin cams do the same thing. I've never seen a twin cam brake lifter wheel, but it's got them in it. I've seen them. I'm like, well, why wouldn't those break? Jody rides a lot harder than me.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. So I might put them in while I'm here. I thought, well, 100,000. I think Harley suggests 35,000.
This for you.
Thank you.
There you go. Y'all have a great rest of your day.
You too, thank you.
Well, we can. I'll be feeling really good about getting clean, putting on pajamas. I think we should watch a movie. Didn't I say this? I just came from a really interesting world, the one I stayed in the last month.
The what?
The world I stayed in the last month. I'm constantly moving to other worlds. That's what it's like.
Where were you at before you came here? Louisiana or Georgia?
Gainesville, Georgia.
That's
Guy
right.
invited me up there. He's got 31 acres of land. He's retired at 54. He retired at 50 with all the money he needs for the rest of his life. He can go out and buy any motorcycle he wants.
Wow.
So he's got this. It was just a really interesting situation. Very comfortable. Hard to leave that one.
Right.
And And then I liked the guy. We became good friends. Or at least I think we did. I think he thinks that too.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I made a good friend, and I'll be back to visit him.
Well, like I said, man, if you get in the jam, you always got a place to stay with us too.
Oh, thank you.
So, I mean, we ain't got the. I mean, we got
He ain't got no 31 acres.
31
This place
acres
had
of
a
land.
creek. He got a metal building, pretty big metal building. It's partitioned completely in the middle with the house in the front. So you got to come outside to get in the back. The back got a garage, and then there's one big room with its own bathroom. And you got an outdoor shower,
Wow.
hot outdoor shower.
That's
And
nice.
then it's up on the hill, so you got it. So it's woods like trees. You can't see another house from there. And then you go down to the creek. He's got a beautiful creek, goes by like in the valley. You can't see any houses from down there. He's got all kind of bikes. 3 dirt bikes. Got an Indian, a bunch of Harleys,
Wow.
a couple of Jeeps. I was like, yeah. I'm a
Tell him you
homeless
could
guy.
borrow some of that money.
I'm a homeless guy. I don't need it. I don't need it. Whenever we went out to eat, though, he wouldn't even let me buy. I'm like, well, I'd be dumb. I might pay for myself, but I would go to buy him dinner, and he's like, no way. Whatever he did, he retired. He did pretty smart things.
Right.
And he got chicken out front crowing. His girlfriend coming over tonight. It's cool, man. It's a good scene.
Well, I'm sure over the years you made a lot of good friends. Different places.
Yeah, you probably have too, It's just that, yeah, different places.
It's always good, man. I try to mingle. See, that's one thing my girlfriend she's more of a home person. I'm more of a get out and mingle with crowd people.
That nesting instinct, man. It's hard to get around. It's hard to find one to get around that.
So I enjoy people. I enjoy talking to people, meeting people, finding out about their life, what they're doing. I don't know. Man. I don't know if that's good or bad all the time, but I think it's good to know as many people as you can.
Yeah, if you enjoy it.